Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records. Picking up right where I left off, taking a look at this hydrogen tank that has the 100% hydrogen in it, and those two batteries on this little atmospheric entry and exit craft, because it does have the ion thrust. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, let's fly up a little ways, reorient myself. There's my base, so yeah, that. What is this? Obviously it's a big old building, probably similar to that apartment building that I found previously. Ooh, my inertia is not slowing me down well. I gotta be careful. Oh, look at that. The whole side of the building's just been torn away. And then on the back as well. Now the last one, the batteries were all up top. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man, 8 fully charged batteries? That's crazy. Alright. So, what do I do with all this now? I've got some stuff. I'm gonna head back, get the Tortuga, and I'm going to probably unload some of the... Yeah, I'm gonna unload some of the H2O2 generators onto the work pad area, and then bring the Tortuga over here to collect the pieces. What is that? Is that? That's the right. Yeah, that's just the one that I was just at. Weird. Okay, I know that this one is the it's the top end of the driver's section of a truck. It had solar panels. I cut the solar panels off of it. Oh, hey, there's this ore right there. Anyway, let's get back over here to the Tortuga. Let me dump out my inventory, because I've been feeling less and less nimble with this thing of late. I do have... Yeah, there is an abandoned settlement over there to go check out. So I'm going to go do that as well. But first things first, let's hop off here, get a drink, and top off our batteries, I guess. Alright, so I am back here with Tortuga. And I'm going to just start grinding away everything I don't need to keep. Maybe making a bit of a collection of good stuff. And yeah, I'll detach the 2 batteries, the thing. I'm also thinking I might grab, where is it? There's a small cargo container right in... It's right in there, right above that. That's connected to it. Anyway. Yeah, I'll show you how it works. Alright, well, I'm at this point, and I think I want to try and put things where they... Well, let's do this. That, and then I'll start getting it set up to where I want to put them. Figure if I attach the tank right to there, I'll be able to attach this like that, and then I don't have to worry about piping or anything when I get there. I can drain it and then slice it off and have it go where it needs to go. This container will just be an extra bit of storage I can throw somewhere on the platform. And let's see if doing that caused it to go dynamic. Apparently not. Let's try this. Go here. You convert to ship, and it's a go. All right, now to see if I can, in fact, pick it up with one thruster. If I can't, then I'll just have to drop one piece at a time. So, right up here. And I want to go down like that. Oh. Okay. Well, I can move. Now it's just a matter of getting into position. Right up like this. Well, this one up. Well, this one up. And here we go. I've had problems in the past with the bottom feet connecting. I want to get very close. Disconnect. That would be the problem I've had in the past. I'm just quite happy nothing broke this time. Okay. I'm not too fussed about all this. It's mostly just steel plate. Maybe there's a couple of things in there, but I'll work on cleaning it up later. But for now, I've got this connected, and I can go ahead and grab all of those 8 other batteries from the office building, apartment building, whatever it's called. Which is over in this direction. All right. Away we go. Okay, here we are up on this roof bit, and I think I'll be able to take advantage of the fact that there's a connector like this. So let's do this and this, and now here, 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 and here, and ostensibly, yeah, see, that'll say the grid will split if you slice this one. So let's do that on purpose. We've got a middle piece like this one, and then is that gonna split a grid? It's probably a, oh, there's a light on the bottom side of it. That, and there we go, and it's loose now. Which means it's gonna be impossible to pull those out until I get everything out of it. This now. Probably here, here, there, and then let's grab this. And it fell. Okay. Now I can clear these out of the way. And this one will make that one go dynamic as well. So we're free floating and that fell out. Okay. And I just have to do that. Alright. Where is my... There it is. 1 down, 3 to go. And I think I can just start putting this on top of the other 2 batteries there. And it'll just be a matter of getting the connectors built. The weld pads, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm just going to connect it right in there. Alright, so this is going to be a matter of going back and forth between here, where I want to put one of these. And then, no, I don't want it there. I want it there, and this way. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to put it there. Let's weld this one up. And then I have to fly around a little bit, get to where I can access those. Weld this. And I want to weld this one. And get rid of this one. And it looks like some of the battery power is going towards my wheels, but that's fine. Boom, just like that. All right, let's get the others. All right, well that's the last of them. Let's bring them back to the main base and see how many hours of power we have then if we are running all of our hydrolysis machines. I guess they're H2O2 generators. I actually, when I checked, we had gone through a lot of that ice, or the ice got. Don't want to log with that. That. Weird. Sometimes this one up top, even though it's not set to auto lock, will auto lock. Anyway, there's a lot of like iron and stuff, ingots that you could get out of that thing, but realistically, I'm not going to need them. I'm going to need to figure out how to get a whole lot of cobalt and such, but you know. Sorry, I felt like I was driving a little slow for some reason. It wasn't turning correctly. Fully raised on the wheels. That's fine there. Yeah, those rocks, boulders, they're like trees. Anyway, let's head back, unload the power, and see where we are. Have an abandoned settlement coming up under 3 kilometers over there, and as I expected, it disappeared when I got close. So I'll just have to remember that it's over that way, in the direction of another unidentified derelict. So when I get scouting out again, I'll have to run into both of them, I think. Okay, so thinking I want to back on to the platform. And then lower the wheels down to where they can connect, and I can drop off these. But I am going to have to move some of that other stuff first, I think. Let's hop on down in here. This one. Come on. You're on the ice. slide. Nope. Arrgh, I think I might have to move some of this stuff piece by piece. This one, I'm sure I can slide like this. These, I am confident I'm not going to be able to shift at all. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to drop them down and attach them in here. Probably actually disconnect it on those two there so it's not part of this as it drops down. Maybe even put a merge block in there and on there, but I'll have to back in properly and fit it correct and get it snugged in place. Okay, this is a little tricky. I do need to move the wind tower out of the way. But let's lock them down again. And as you can see, right like that, I've got everything set up. Now I just need to come back in. That's too far. That's a little too far like that as well. Park. Let's drop down as much as I can. And oh, they're yellow. Okay. So let's head back over this way and work on getting this out. Ha ha ha, it worked. So, let's see if I can show these bits off. I've got the sloped pieces funneling it down in to drop down onto there, but they're all excess now, like that. And I can put a, a little extra support into these, make sure that they stay connected. Nice. Alright. Now I've got power on the base again. While we're here, let's go ahead and check on if still have ice running, but like, oh, and I put in a control seat, of course. We are locked. Let's check our inventory for ice. 77,000 left in the generators themselves, and then some 33,000 into a container. All right, great. What next? Oh, let's dump that hydrogen in. Let's just park up and we can drain it that way. And do this. And I want bump the wheel height back up. Spinning around, getting into that position. Just like, oh, shoot, stop that. Okay. Yeah, that's, I was gonna say it was gonna be easier because we're on the ice, but, well, I guess I do have a big old heavy pole sticking off one side of this, acting as an imbalancing pole. Alright. Anyway, you've seen me dock up before. I'm gonna dock up, I'm gonna dump that hydrogen in, and I'm going to decide what I do next. Probably figure out just how much cobalt I need. Yeah. And there is the hydrogen being pulled out of that hydrogen tank and evenly distributed amongst these 4 tanks here. The one that's on the Tortuga has 0, like I expected. There we go, that's empty. Let's go ahead and drop these back off of stockpile. And actually, I want a little bit of hydrogen in here for when I go ahead and use the medical room. So I'll let that turn on as well, and it'll get 1/5 of the hydrogen now. I can always transfer it back over to these when I'm close. About 8.8, 8.5%. Doing good. So this ship has 38 hydrogen thrusters. 11 of them are connected to the fuel, and I just double-checked. It's 11 of them are complete, not incomplete. Which, doing some quick math, means 27 of them need to be finished being built. And each one has 40 metal grids necessary. So that is 1,080, according to the math I just pulled. 1,080 metal grids. Where are we to look at something? Come on. Where was it? There was one over here, yeah. Our assembler, number 2, still needs 1 cobalt ingot per metal grid. So I need, 1,080 cobalt ingots. I suppose I should fly over to where the cobalt is. This way. 14 kilometers that direction. Suppose I should fly over there and do a little bit of mining, bring back just like what I can with my arms, and the container and the thing, see how much I can do with a single trip that way. If it's minuscule and I really need to spend a lot of time over there, then I will change my plans. But for now, I think let's just do some digging. Hey, now, this is interesting. I definitely did not see when it popped in. But look at that. A wind tower directly on the path. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that back all the way back. And here we are. I need to... I've been using the beacon, not a actual GPS pointer. Well, here we go. It'll be... there's a lot in that direction, so let's just do this down a reasonable angle. Alright, well, we've struck the cobalt. Let's go ahead and get as much as I can carry.
Inventory full.
Alright, and then I'll load up the airspeeder as well. Alright. Took me a lot longer to slow down than I was. Yep. A lot of inertia in me right now. But let's go check out what these refineries are doing. So, it looks like they're putting out cobalt. Yeah, I don't know if any of those numbers mean anything. Let's check this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. So about every 8 seconds, they're putting out 1 cobalt each. They have... I don't know. I can't make sense of these numbers as they're flashing past that quickly. I'd have to pause things, measure them out, set amount, set volumes for a certain amount of time. But what I think may be the case, based on what I'm seeing here, yeah, you can hear him buzzing away now, is that the assembler finished making its thing. So let's make 1,000 of these and 80 of them, and we'll see how long, whether I can do it or not. Oh, in this, ooh, I need nickel now. Should have plenty of iron. Well, maybe I don't have plenty. Maybe I need to go and do a lot of resource gathering. Do I have anything that makes nickel? Or rather, do I have anything that, if I disassemble it, it will disassemble, adding nickel motors? Anything else? The detector components. Medical components. That's it. Let's take a look at the components. Not on this ship only. So here we go. Got 100. No, I don't have any detector components. Those are radio components. Although I need to make detector components for the jump drive, so that's good, I can make them. But anyway, we've got 18 metal components and 821 motors. So let's see, how much does 1 nickel? That one gave me 24 nickel. I need 1,700 nickel. Do I have 4,000 iron? There's that iron there. 13,000 iron. So I got plenty of that. And how many? Disassembling motors, that makes 0.9 each. So I'd not have enough. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm seeing that I need to get some nickel as well. And it just so happens, I know where there's a nickel vein. Alright. But before I go doing that, let me double check one thing here. I'm down to 18,000 ice in storage there. And that's it. Just 18,000 ice. If I... What do I want to do here? I think what I need to do, what I want to do, is actually get those turned back on. So I'm making... Yeah, I want to start making as much ice as I can. Get my hydrogen generators up and on. Use those batteries that I just collected. Alright, so this is just a matter of feeding the process at this point. So while I'm away, getting nickel, which it's this direction quite a ways. Well, it'd take me less time to go to that spot. I never GPS'd it. Anyway, I've got more abandoned settlements popping in, more unidentified derelicts, and not as much ice. Do I want to disconnect, throw a drill on, and grab a bunch of ice now? No, there's enough. I have enough time. I'm gonna go get that nickel. Alright. See y'all when I'm back with the nickel. Alright, I'm back by the lake. Derelict was the closest GPS I had to it here. I threw in a nickel vein. GPS, I'm going to head back toward the warehouse. But probably check out this abandoned settlement on the way. So let's go take a look. Something small. Mind you, I'm not slowing down very quickly in the slightest. So, giving it plenty of time. That is very small. Oh, it's just, so there's another abandoned settlement right over that way. What do we got here? Just a hull of a vehicle. I think probably the prize on this one would be a single, power cell out of that one. Well, I don't actually have room in my own inventory to grab the power cell. Let's do this. Let's leaning up against here. Let's drop this big old chunk of nickel. Let's grab the power cell. I can drop everything I don't need other than the power cell. Grab as much nickel as possible. And then head back out. And I suppose while I'm here I may as well check... no, we're not too far. I'll just remember there's one out this direction. It'll disappear once I get past 10 kilometers from it. Or maybe 7. Either way. I need to aim kind of this way, I think. So I've added on a little platform in the back here. We've got the large cargo container. This is where those thrusters were. A conveyor, and connected to the conveyor, a drill. I'm going to go ahead and collect a bunch of ice, and that will be enough to tide me over for a while I go and explore these disparate red signals out and about. Which, I have things charging. The batteries are charging right now. I guess I ought to... yeah, I'll just wait until they're fully charged. That way I don't have to worry about it. They're charging by draining those batteries, but... yeah, maybe I don't need to do that. I don't know. Thinking about things. Point being, I'm going to go out and collect a bunch of ice. Alrighty then, I am at 100% charge on those batteries. But, if you notice, I've got all my hydrogen generators working, and I've only got 2 hours of power left. Those 8 batteries I brought over did not last me that long. I think it's possibly because I also have the refineries going and the assembler going. Speaking of which, I have finished off all these thrusters down here. Oh yeah. I'm missing the backward thrusters, 2 here and 2 here. Though I do have some of them welded up like inside of those areas. And the lateral thrusters and the reverse thrusters are still lacking in places. Like, that one's good, but then there's one more here, another there, a few there. I'm not apparently running out of the refinery space. Raw material. Wow, the word I was trying to think of was raw material. But I have outpaced the production speed, so I'm waiting for more metal grids to be fashioned. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe I had always kind of intended on removing the H2O2 generators from here. But, like, is there a decent way of connecting to this guy otherwise? Maybe if I got pulled that out. I can't take that block out because it's where the that thing is. I probably don't need 2 of them on there, and I could use one of them to repair. Oh, that's the other thing I did. I repaired the 4 gyroscope. There are 3 gyroscopes on here. Anyway, waffling on a little bit about that. I think what I'm going to do is work on getting these H2O2 generators off of the Tortuga and probably put them on this platform over here in this area. Now, speaking of this platform over here, I went ahead and built up a second tower, grabbing that one wind turbine we saw when we went over to the cobalt ore vein. That was a little tricky because I grabbed the whole tower, and I should have shown it to you guys, but my recording abilities were not optimal at the time. Anyway, I'm still getting new things to go and check out. A couple abandoned settlements. Something popped up on the ice right over there, right above where the E is in derelict, the first E. Close enough that it didn't register. Its signal just disappeared immediately. But anyway, that's where we're at. Let's get moving some of those O2H2 generators, shall we? So, temporary bit of reinforcement here. I didn't leave it as scaffolding just because I didn't want it to break if I accidentally bumped it. But I should be able to start detaching these guys. He's loose and I can easily get him out of where he is. Just a matter of coming down here, grabbing the airspeeder. And repositioning it back around to the over here. I went ahead and welded up that pipe. We are going to be able to connect directly to this. Alright. And now it's just a matter of grabbing a couple of those, putting one here, and putting one there. Go up here. Got a pipe in my way now, what the heck? go. I thought that might happen. Well, alright. We've got this guy on and working, producing hydrogen again. Just repeating it a few more times. So I'm down here looking at these last two and realizing that that battery needs to be moved in order to get it to work right. So, like, realistically, I gotta take out that whole row on the bottom so that those things can drop down and away and off. Those solid blocks I can just remove. These, however, this one, I think what I'm going to do is grab this. Nope, did that wrong. Let's put that there. And then this like that. That. Yeah. Now, there, and here, I can just drop this off. Because I own it now, I can do that. Previously, that's when I was kind of off kilter, because I couldn't do that. So, let's put this off to the side temporarily. Okay, now I can go back in here and drop out both of those H2O2 generators. I figure I don't need them on the Tortuga. I may as well get them moved. Oh, in their totality. Let's clear out these. We don't need those anymore. This one we can cut out as well. And this one. I'll drop that one out as well. Can I just do this? Perfect. Okay. Now, I want these across the board so that when those things drop, they drop down onto a platform. Like this. Alright, let's grab this one first. And it's upside down and backwards compared to the orientation I want to put those on in, so let's come on, slow down. There we go. Let's flip it upright. You gotta be a little gentle with this, get it past its tipping point, then nose back up. I don't have any downward facing thrusters, so I would have a bad time if I got this guy completely upside down. But here's one more for the collection here. And I will work on clicking those all together and getting them connected once I have them all in place. Here we go with the last couple of them. One there, one there. This is actually gone pretty smoothly. Getting quite adept at maneuvering the these guys. And we have all of them reconnected. So now it's just a matter of getting that battery back into the Tortuga here. Might try fitting it down underneath next to the first one. Although, the other batteries are in the roof over there. Maybe it would be time to get the batteries, both of them, up into there. I really don't need those oxygen tanks. They're just kind of serving as odd extensions of the of everything. Maybe I'll spend a minute rearranging everything. That cryopod is no longer connected to anything either. I don't get oxygen out of it. Choices now. Alright, I'm gonna look around some and decide what to do. So, I've decided, you know, it doesn't really matter. Wait, I need to connect like that. I want to connect this battery to that there. Replace the floor here. It doesn't have to look perfect and organized. It's Tortuga. I've been getting this thing to look silly and cobbled together for forever. Just have to do what I can. So yeah, now I can clear that floor up a little bit, make it look good. Look good. It's all over the place. Make it look make it more functional than anything. And I think at this point it is appropriate for me to start doing some more exploring. I've had this abandoned settlement up there for a long time now. I'm gonna go check out those 3 abandoned settlements and then check whatever that is, and then that unidentified derelict as well. So I think I've checked. I know what that is. That's a big old land crawler. I've been to that one. I think I've been to that one as well. So yeah, let's check this. I think I have some pieces I could grab out of that one while I'm out and about. But yeah, let's go. Let's just give this some time to make more hydrogen. So this first one is just barely, barely anything. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. All right, back toward that derelict, and then from the derelict to that. Okay, alright, yep, I know, I forgot to take out all the guns on this one. I had completely forgotten about that. Yep, come on, keep going outside of 800. What did I forget? I came in at it from the other side. I thought I had gotten everything. Oh wait, that, get into fine precision mode. That's a gun right there that I totally didn't. You know what, this reminds me, I had planned on swapping the guns out on this ship, on the airspeeder, for slightly longer range gun. Yeah, there we go. I had planned on swapping out for longer range guns. I think I might want to do that, especially if I'm coming in on these wrecks like I am. Being able to snipe out their defenses from a distance, while not as dramatic, as some might want. Oh, another derelict has been detected. Right over there. And I'm still being shot at. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go check out... I'll check out these abandoned settlements that I was looking towards, and then I'm going to go get better guns on my airspeeder. Oh no. I've got 2 landing gear that are busted. Alright. Time to be more careful. Hey now. That is not that. What is that? Is it? Oh, it's an old section of bridge. Okay. Have I been to it before? I don't remember. Let's go check it out. Well, not seeing anything particularly noteworthy here. And now I've got damage to a lot from having been shot at. Pertinently, need some pieces from there. Oh. I don't know, I'm not seeing anything particularly interesting, but it's just that one. What's over here? This one that has an old drill in it. Conveyor pieces. Battery here. That's like a 15 out of 20 battery. Nothing too interesting, but let's see if maybe I can fix that up. Just need one motor. Probably pull it out of that. Yep. All right, let's do some repairs if I can. And then keep going. Caught on itself just now. So there's another one right over this way. Straight toward that unidentified derelict. It's already disappeared though. Let's finish off here and then go check it out. This one isn't even showing up on radar for some reason. But who knows, maybe there'll be something amazing inside this container. Some tubes. Gotta like tubes. Okay, well, let's head back. There's something on that shore of the lake. There's something in the center of the lake. And then there's another unidentified derelict right over this hilltop. Let's check it out before we head back. I think that was one that we spotted when we were checking out the stuff over there. So here's this one. That's a pretty... Wow, that is a substantial amount of stuff. And there's a new one that's just come in 7.5 that way. Hey, and there's the thing that's on the shore of the lake that I was suspecting. So that looked big. It looked like it had some guns on it. Let's just check these out. Oh yeah, billboard. All right. Oh, unfortunately not a billboard with a solar panel inside it. Hey, but over here we have a vehicle chassis with a large thruster attached to the back end of it. I know that I had kind of given up on the idea of making a small craft and taking it into space, but, you know, can't hurt to bring this back to the base since I'm right here. And so this other thing that popped in close to the middle of the lake, it looks to be another section of roadway with a truck that has a container in the back and a vehicle flipped on its side or its top right there. Oh, I suppose I'll check it out. Here we go. Bunch of bench seating, bunch of containers, some grids there,
inventory full.
More metal grids. Well, saves me from having to make some metal grids, I guess. And then up here, we have this truck. Cockpit, anything in here? No. I think that was just some ammo. And the seat. More ammo. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's keep going. Think about making some guns, new guns for the this guy, for the airspeeder. So here I'm looking up at the bottom of this, and if I pull up the assault cannon, that's the one that's going to have the range I need to be able to, you know, actually snipe at things. I need to connect it all the way back here so that I can still connect with my connector on the front and charge the way I've been charging. Yikes. Okay. So what does that mean? If I were to replace that gun, I'd have to move my bottom landing gear around somewhere. I could do that, I suppose. If I were to put it like underneath, like that, I could maybe pipe down and around, like from there, down and in and over, and just have it be so that it sits on the bottom of this. Alternatively, I could take the entire assembly on the top, that whole everything, right, because look at, no, the cockpit would have to move back some. So I'd have to put it in front of the cockpit, and then it wouldn't fit and wouldn't connect properly. Things to consider here, I guess. Alright, so how do I like the look of this? So I took apart those bits. What can I do instead? I guess I could put this outrigger like that. That could work. I decided to finally scrape the rust off of these things now that I know how to do that. And then if I wanted to, I could block like this. And then there. And that would kind of cap off the outside of the wing. Or I could have it go out a little further and make it look like a proper wing extension. But I already am kind of tight against that. Let's go with this model, this design for the time being. I need to get... this needs to turn into a pipe that goes backward, which means I need to get rid of the... There, and we need to do some piping with 4. Going up like that. I don't think I need headlights. It's been a while since I've had to worry about headlights. Let's these go in here. It was like almost all the way back, wasn't it? You need it to be right to there, then up. Geez, I could pipe them to each other around the back, so that way they'd have, just in case like a stray bullet gets in and hits that, they'd be able to be piped from one side to the other still. And it would kind of look cool. We just take moving that one out of the way. Make sure that one stays nice and solid, but it might. Alright, let me finish welding this all up and take it for a test drive. Alright, well, we are getting ready to take a test shot, 1.34 kilometers out. Apparently we need to arc it quite a ways up to hit the... Whoa, that... Well, that's definitely a bit of a shot. Jeez. Okay. Let's target this instead. Alright. Line up our shot. And we're not going to move. I want to go out to this. And then to this. And see how bad I kick. Alright, wasn't too bad. I only tipped down a little bit. Let's take a look at... Oh, I knocked that thing off of there. Alright, so this is the center of that. I want to see if I can take out those road signs. So I'm at, you know, about 2 degrees above. Here's this, 2 degrees above, and fire. Oh, I got one. It definitely seems like I'm firing left and right. Maybe I need to turn one of my guns off. There's the problem with doing lots of iterations. They end up having funny high names on them. One's left and one's right. I think the lower number one would probably be the left one. So let's see what happens when I fire off on that, and then up, and... Well, I mean, that hit exactly where I wanted it to, but I did throw off my aim. Maybe I gotta turn one of my gyroscopes onto override. What happens there? If I take all my blocks and put that on override, on off. Override's off right now. Let's see if we can hit that guy from here. And pile up here. Let's hit it dead center. Like that. Turn on override. Shoot. It didn't stop the recoil. Well, I think what I'd have to do is get some serious redesign for this guy. Get it so that the center of gravity is exactly where the shots are coming from, which is going to be a real pain if I'm going to try and get this thing to keep flying. But the damage we did, you know, not too bad. Apparently that first shot, clearing out this thing, making it jump across the dang lake, splitting it in half. Well, all right then. Let's make our way up to something threatening and see if we can take out a couple of guns with it. Alright, let's see if we can take out that gun that's partially buried in the dirt there. Probably about like that, like that. Oh, lovely shot. Did it take it out though? I don't think so. I need to go a little lower. Oh, a little higher, okay. Okay, a little lower. Perfect, okay. Now there's another gun on the back over there, so this height, and then a little higher, and probably a little higher even because it's further. Oh, what a shot. Okay. Now, just to test out, see if there's anything else. Shooting at me on this side of things. I don't see anything yet. Oh. Then there we go. Wow, okay, as the fog rolls in, I guess what I'll do is come on in this way. There were some pieces I wanted to grab. I think I had left some superconductors in the chunk, the wreck of the jump drive that... Oh, what was that? I mean, I know what that was, but where was that? Okay. Well, before being rudely interrupted, I was saying how I was going to excavate a couple of chunks out of this. I think there's some batteries. Yeah, there's battery right behind that block there that I might bring back to the base. Anyway, obviously there's still a turret oh, it's right there. Yeah. That guy was still shooting at me. Okay, so, where was I? I was saying goodbye, because it's been another episode of Survival Records. I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, thanks for watching.